This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I will be playing the Pulp Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The campaign is Two Headed Serpent. It was written by Paul Fricker, Scott Dorward, and Mathew Sanderson. It's available from Chaosium and also from Drive-Thru RPG. I am the Keeper of Arcane Lore, and this is episode 37. Our recap will be given by Carrie Comer as her hero, Fern Meadows. So without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Carrie?
Thank you, Tom. Now, I reckon if you'd told me a year ago I'd be sitting in the middle of the Congo jungle, sweating through my brassiere and playing mother to a giant, scaly thunder lizard named Spike, I'd have told you to lay off the Copperhead moonshine. But here we are. We just managed to get them 3 big old T-Rexes under our thumb, thanks to some gold mind control hats that look like something you'd buy at the Five and Dime store in Beckley, only far more temperamental. After which we decided to head on down to them mines. Now Jack, Lord bless his sweet simple brain, had this grand cinematic idea in his head. He wanted us to line up them beasts, bust through the chain-link fence like a bunch of outlaws, and ride 'em in while giving the local snake men the double-barrel middle digit. Instead, we went with a touch of Appalachian theater. So there we were, crouching in the brush like a bunch of kids planning to raid a watermelon patch. Except the watermelons were giant, toothy lizards, and the farmers were scaly snake people. The plan was all down to my boy Spike. We hid the other 2 T-Rexes back in the thickets, and I squeezed my eyes shut, gripped my gold hat, and sent a thought right into Spike's big old brain. I told him, "Spike, honey, I need you to play hurt." And bless him, that dinosaur deserved an Oscar award. He busted right through that chain-link fence, dragging his leg, swaying back and forth, and letting out the most pitiful gut-wrench beller you ever did hear. It sounded like a hound dog that had caught its tail in a screen door, only, 80 times louder. Them 3 patrol guards stopped dead in their tracks. The fancy one in the middle, the boss man with the glow stick, started screeching orders, and the other 2 riders kicked their mounts into a hard gallop right towards Spike. They thought he was just a rogue, wounded beast they needed to put down quick, and they split up to flank him. They didn't have the foggiest notion we were watching them. Just as they were closing in, Gustav decided it was time to open the show. He was hiding in the brush with his rifle, took a deep breath, and boom! He shot the first rider right through his suspenders. The snake man went flying off the back of his mount like a sack of wet laundry. Without a driver, his T-Rex just skidded to a halt, shaking his big head and looking round like, where'd everybody go? As its little gold hat tumbled into the dirt. The second the echo of Gustav's rifle cleared, Jack and Stoney didn't waste a heartbeat. They hollered, clamped down on their mental hats, and spurred their T-Rexes right out of the jungle. It was something else, I tell you. The ground was shaking so hard my teeth were rattling in my gums as those massive beasts went charging into the clearing to stir up some real mountain trouble. The boss man snake, who had this fancy pants golden stick, panicked when Jude stole his hat using his mental powers. With the mental crown lifted off his head, he lost control of his dinosaur, realized it was starting to shake and go wild, and then he drew himself off the back of the T-Rex to the ground. He pointed that stick at his own dinosaur and zap, sliced its head clean off with a white laser beam. I tell you, my jaw hit the mud. Note to self, do not get on the wrong side of the fancy glow stick. Stony and Jack wrestled the last rider down, and I had Spike step on the commander's leg to keep him from spitting his nasty melt-your-face venom at Gustav. Then things got a little messy. Stony tried to force-feed the fella some of our homemade mind-control raspberry tea, but the snake man was playing possum. When he lunged to bite, I panicked and hollered at Spike to squish him. Spike did, and let's just say it's a good thing I've cleaned hog troughs before because the splatter was not pretty. But the fun stopped real quick once we got past the fence. We found this giant excavated crater. Must have been 5 football fields wide and deep as a mountain gorge. Right in the middle sat a shiny metal pyramid, 100 feet high. But it wasn't the metal building that made my stomach turn to ice. It was the people. Hundreds of them, just wandering around like blind, dazed cattle, grunting, bumping into each other, lapping up some gray slurry out of wooden troughs. And one of them bumped right into me, a white lady. I turned round to tell her, "Excuse me," and my heart just stopped beating. It was Pearl Schobaum, from back in Oklahoma, the poor lady we saw sunning naked on the roof during that awful mess. I looked round, scrubbing the tears from my eyes, and I started seeing the rest of them. The sheriff, little Peggy Shaw, Gregory, all the folks we thought we'd saved or left behind to have normal lives. Caduceus didn't leave 'em be. They rounded 'em up like stray dogs, brought 'em to the dark heart of Africa, and scooped their minds right out of their heads. I just fell to my knees in the dirt and cried. I couldn't help it. I look at Pearl, and then I look at my own hands, and I wonder, what are we even doing? If we ever get out of this, if we don't get eaten, or zapped, or turned into snake food, how am I ever supposed to go back to West Virginia? How am I supposed to sit on a porch, sip sweet tea with Granny, and gossip about who's dating who at the county fair, knowing what's lurking in the dark? You can't unsee a dinosaur. You sure as hell can't unsee your neighbors turned into mindless animals. And just to make a terrible day worse, poor Buzz, or whatever voice is driving his bus today, just snapped. He started babbling in Icelandic, crying about his wife and kids back in some cold fishing village, and took off running back toward the elevators like the devil was nipping at his heels. So here I am, sobbing in the dirt. My friend has lost his marbles, and Lloyd, who ain't my actual blood kin, but might as well be the big brother I never asked for the way he drives me up a wall, is standing there with snake blood dripping off his boots. And there are hundreds of hollow people staring at us. Lord help us. We're going to need a whole lot more than luck to get through that pyramid.
Very good. All right. So you all notice Buzz is babbling in Icelandic and running for the elevator going back up. What do you guys do? You're also surrounded by these zombified people.
Gonna run after Buzz and try to scoop under his arm and just kind of hey, kind of calm down a little bit.
No, I have to get home to Lynn and Einar and Solvik and Ari and Embla. I have to get home to my family. Let go of, I have to get to my family. Let go of me.
It's a long walk. You can't go it alone.
It's not too long a walk for my family. He's trying to shake free of you. And
anybody want to help?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't have a medical bag, of course, so no smelling salts. But Stoney, if you can hold him, maybe we can bring him back to the present. I've got a shiny coin.
Okay.
Do you turn me around to the crowd?
Yeah. I've kind of got you by the shoulders. Not trying to rough you up too much.
Yeah. I think if I'm facing the crowd, I'm fighting, and then my eyes go wide, and I'm like, Eileen, she's there, my wife. Where where's my children? Why are my children not with my wife? And I start trying to run into the crowd where all the people are. It's like, Eileen.
Friend, hold on. Look here. I'll show you what you need to know.
I think he's looking around and he focuses on the coin, and as it starts to spin around.
So is it my hypnosis versus his POW if he's resisting? Do I remember that correctly?
Yeah, I think that's right. So, Buzz, you can do a power roll.
I rolled a 98.
Brilliant. And I rolled an 11. So I'm.
He catches your attention.
Yeah.
I'm focused on the coin.
That's his.
There are many minds in yours right now. Many minds, and all are frightened. We need to speak to Buzz Bellamy. Buzz Bellamy.
I think you hear kind of bouncing around a little bit. Buzz is yelling for Eileen, and then you see like a shift in his face. His kind of brow drops and he starts grunting, and that's it. Just kind of a series of grunts, and then he's kind of another shift in his face, and his eyes go wide, and he's just kind of zzz, 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 zzz at you. And then finally just, kind of settles into, he kind of, his face relaxes, and it's like, Dr. Harrow looks back. Stoning?
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You all okay?
Yeah, you had an episode. You were speaking Icelandic and started to take off.
Oh. Huh. Okay. Yeah.
You realize, Buzz, now it's coming clear to you where you are again. You're in the pit with all those people.
Oh, dinosaurs. The Congo.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Pats his back. Still no grenades. Okay.
And no good news.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
It's
I don't know.
It's understandable that the stress of this situation is taking a toll on all of us, I assure you. So as a reminder, the witnesses to all of our exploits to date seem to have been scooped up and moved by Caduceus to this pit in the Congo in a former diamond mine. Some of them have been operated on. The Hippocratic Oath is not in place. They don't seem, mostly they're in stupors, but they're being kept alive. I don't know to what purpose, but I don't think we're going to like whatever is in this pyramid.
Yeah, no, he kind of looks out of the crowd and sees some of the people from Oklahoma. He's like, okay, ooh, okay, why would Caduceus bring them here? What does that purpose does that serve? Just, he's just kind of thinking out loud.
Is Fern at this time starting to come out of her hysteria?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think she's getting up and starting to wipe her eyes and look around, and she sees the people eating out of the troughs and is curious as to what is in them.
It looks like some sort of slurry. They're being fed literally like pigs.
So nothing like that could be some sort of mind-altering substance, possible plant-based? No?
No, but go ahead and do a spot hidden.
Okay. Ooh, 7. That's an extreme.
Yeah. You're pretty horrified to realize that some of that is probably ground up people.
Oh,
You
God.
can do a sanity roll for that if you want,
Yeah.
but you just...
I think they got them eating people parts. Well, apparently I'm fine. It must have been...
Lloyd's gonna come...
Must have been all that crying. I just not phased.
Must have been the pig trough experience.
Right.
Lloyd's gonna come up to her, just kind of pat her on the back and give her like a little... Fern, you... Let's go this way. Let's go this way. He just kind of like pushes her just slowly off back towards the group.
So now you are on the what we'll call the back side of the pyramid. The pyramid itself is 100 feet high. It's shiny. It's obviously made of plates of metal. Looks a little, feels a little in feeling like a shiny battleship. But it's unclimbable. It's smooth. And it's only really dirty down below where the dirt and the mud and the splashing would be. But you were on the back side of it. That's where you came down.
From the top of the pit, it seemed as though the shambling denizens are avoiding the big door in the front. But I think that we're going to have to find out what's inside there the hard way. We just need to prepare ourselves.
Jack, you know what? Anybody who's got mechanical, do a mechanical roll.
Maybe a miracle could happen.
Nope, no miracles for me.
I got a regular success.
So did I.
Okay. So Stoney and Jack, you speculate, looking at the way the sort of panels are laid out on this thing, it's definitely some kind of a building. And you're guessing from, I mean, it's pretty even in texture and color, but you can see that there's a center bar running around it. You're guessing it's at least 2 stories on the inside.
How are these metal panels like attached to the building?
They seem to be fused in some sort of way. You'd want to say that they were riveted like on a battleship, but they're not riveted. They seem to be, the metal is fused. It's sophisticated.
Do we have flame pistols?
Yes.
And we have there's 4 shots left in this very powerful laser gun. So we're not completely defenseless. What were you going to say, Goose?
No, I was gonna say, so there's also no way for me to get like a switchblade in between 2 panels and like try to pry one off or something like that.
You can try, but you meet with resistance. You're probably not going to. You're going to break your knife before you would pry it up. For all intents and purposes, consider it to be steel.
Oh, I was going to ask, does it seem to be made of the same material that the supercomputer was made of?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, you would almost guess that this was industrial steel. It was probably made with things that they got from a steel manufacturing plant or something, you know. You've never seen this kind of construction, but it just looks like steel.
As I pull my switchblade back, I'll say like, yeah, seems the front entrance is the only way to go. Not going through here.
Well, we'll take it slow and steady.
Right, since they're not going towards the entrance, maybe it's booby-trapped.
Yeah, or something just reaches out and grabs one. I'd like to pull aside one of the test subjects and see what I can make of what sort of what they've been put through
Okay.
based on the marks of surgeries, if any, and, check their irises and,
You tell me, do you want to check somebody who's had surgery or somebody who looks like they haven't had surgery?
I feel like we probably want to look at one of each, right? To get an idea of what the scale is. And Stony and Goose, you can give me a hand in case they're resistant, but they seem pretty willless.
They don't seem resistant at all.
And again, I don't have my bag, I don't have a flashlight or anything, but I'm gonna, peer at their eyes.
Do a medical roll.
Wow, extreme 13.
Okay. Many of them have slightly different differences to them. The medical experiments seem to focus in and around the face, as if they were almost trying to do plastic surgery of various kinds on them. But one thing that you find with your extreme consistently is there are marks on their arms, as if they have been injected with some sort of compound. The marks are slightly swollen. At first, you think they almost look like insect bites, but they're pretty regular.
So maybe they've extracted maybe they've synthesized whatever was in those giant alien mosquitoes. And based on their degrees of disheveledness, the filth caked on their feet, the healing of some of these people have been here for months and some of them not as long.
Exactly, yeah.
But nobody shows any signs of meaningful cognition.
Mm-mm.
If we can grab one of the Oklahomans, let's see if they can do simple tasks.
Gonna ask.
Right? Yeah. So we'll pick up a clod of earth and say, hold this, and offer it to one of the English-speaking subjects.
It's as if you were trying to get a chimpanzee to do it. They can do it, but they lose interest very quickly and just drop it. They'll respond to you by looking at you, maybe in fear or confusion, and then they'll eventually just lose interest and walk away. You also find that some are a little more compliant than others. And after you work it out for a while, you think the ones that have been here longer are the less compliant ones. The more recent ones, maybe the drug is being perfected.
Mm-hmm. Great. Test subjects. And they're making progress on enslaving the majority of the human population. Well, do we think the scientists are inside the pyramid? And is there any chance that they didn't hear us fighting up on the surface? I mean, it is a fairly deep pit, but dinosaurs and guns and things.
You haven't heard any alarms.
There's a decent chance. These walls are made out of basically steel or whatever, so I don't think sound will travel through the walls or anything.
Right.
No, yeah.
When we set off the pod earlier, those other three guards, they weren't even aware, so I don't think anybody knows that we're here.
Only one way to
Which
find out.
Makes me wonder where those nurses got to. You'd think they'd have sounded the alarm since they were listening into our conversation.
Might not think that we're here, though. Might think we're still back in the village or, like, still fucking around.
Yeah, or eaten by dinosaurs.
Exactly. Yeah, they probably figured we wouldn't be able to get past those guys.
So, Dr. Harold, is there any chance they can be put back to normal?
We could hope that this substance needs to be administered regularly or people recover from it. We won't know that until we could get some of these people into treatment, I think.
That's going to be my next question is, what do we do with them? Because if we go in there and we just kill everyone, I don't... See what I mean? I don't think they can fend for themselves, and I just point at one that's over there shoveling gruel on its face trying to eat.
No,
well,
I mean...
surely they got to have notes or something on the experimentations they've been doing.
Presumably.
If we get rid of everyone who's watching them, who's going to watch? Do we bring them back with us?
We don't know how we're getting out of the Congo in the first place, but I agree with you that we'd be better off euthanizing these people than leaving them to starve to death in this pit.
Well, I'm saying we could bring them with us. I mean, we could figure something out. I mean, like...
Lloyd?
The majority of them can't even take simple directives. So how you figure we're going to get hundreds of people to follow us?
And you don't want to
but it
skin
doesn't
suit that's
seem
got
humane
weird
just to
facial
leave them here
scars.
and let them die.
No, we have to deal with the situation inside the pyramid before we learn how to dispose of these people. But we're not going to be using them as a skin farm.
Well, Dr. Harrell, I don't like that term, disposing. Come on now.
And if I haven't been clear enough, the safe house that Frankie has secured with my money is not going to have a corpse basement.
I don't think Lloyd explained it well enough.
I don't want to leave. Like, in good conscience, I can't let these people just stay here and die.
Jack takes his hat off.
Nobody's talking about that, but we have to see exactly what's going on here before we can formulate what we're going to do with all these people.
Takes his hat off to get serious. Looks at Lloyd. Then looks at Goose. No corpse basement.
Well, corpses imply that they'll be dead. I think the idea...
You want a skin farm? Find your own upstate New York property. Puts his hat back on.
So, do we want to approach the entrance from each side simultaneously, or do we want to go around to the front as a mass?
I don't think it matters. There doesn't seem to be any...
There's only one means of egress as far as we can tell.
Well, since all of them are there any other snake people that are wandering around this mass of zombie-like people? Okay, so they're all human. No. So it might be that if there is any booby traps, it's for humans, and that's why they're steering clear. You hybrids might have a better chance of getting through that door and disarming it.
I don't think they're steering clear because of booby traps or anything. I mean, look at them. Half of them don't know front from back. They don't know what a trap is anymore or anything sophisticated like that. It's more instinct, more impulse. There's something else weird going on.
Do you think they conditioned them like cattle? Like, you put barbed wire on fences and eventually the cattle stop going near the fences. Do you think something like that has happened? And you don't have to always keep the barbed wire up. Eventually they just learn not to go near it.
Let's just find out.
Fern's going to pick up a rock and chuck it. She's going to chuck it at the entrance.
Oh, you're on the other side of the pyramid.
Right, so we have to walk around. And there is a question of whether we want to make sure that we're not missing anything on both sides before we go into the door. We just might want to do a little reconnaissance. The test subjects don't look like they've been wearing shock collars like the trolls or like they've been whipped. They've just been used and dumped. Yeah. Let's split up and just both go around the side so that we see what the lay of the land is, and then before we approach the door, we'll.
So we'll say you go in both directions. You split into 3 on each side. I won't worry about who's on which side. As you go around, the pyramid is consistent. There's no other doors. There's no other entrances. There's no windows. You eventually you turn the corner going towards the front. And as you do that, you're about 50 feet away from where the entrance is. And the entrance itself is a triangular sort of protrusion that sticks out a little bit with the entrance door in the middle of it. As you approach that, so 3 of you are on one side of the entrance and 3 on the other, you begin to see clearly the area that the people don't walk in, and it is a like 3/4 semicircle radiating out from in front of the door. It looks like the ground has been scorched, and and they just won't go. They seem to sense that something's dangerous there.
Got a good arm on you, Buzz. Let's see how big a rock you can throw into that zone of exclusion.
Okay.
Just kind of lean over and I say, do you think that's where they start getting their gruel from? The ones that do wander over there?
Pick up a decent size rock and throw it.
Chuck it.
Yeah.
Are you chucking it into the semicircle, or are you chucking it to hit the building?
The semicircle for now.
Okay. You chuck it into the semicircle, nothing happens.
There's another way to find out what happens. I mean, you were talking about disposing of these people anyway, Harrow, or euthanizing them if you want to be kind. Might as well grab one, push him in.
That will be illustrative.
Is Gustav going to do that?
I mean, I have half a mind of just walking up myself and see what happens. But maybe I'll grab like the one who looks like the least cognitive and just
okay, and push him in. All right.
Yeah.
I would like you to do a sanity roll for that, because you are now murdering something.
Oh, I don't know that yet, but okay.
Well, you're
57,
risking them.
That's definitely a fail.
Okay, yeah.
On my
you should
20
take
sanity.
take 1d4 damage, sanity damage. You shove this person into the circle, their footing, and they fall. But as soon as they hit the ground, you see that there's a small triangular area above the door. A panel slides open, and something that looks like a ball on the end of a stick comes out of that, and a little hole opens in it, and the entire semicircle is bathed in fire. So you have to jump back. The zombie people move away from the semicircle, and the guy that you pushed in there catches on fire and burns alive.
Well, that's one less person to go, Dr. Harrow. I'm sorry.
I'm going up next to Jack, and I'm just kind of like, barely like kind of looking down and just kind of like side whispering to him, you really think that's better than trying to help them?
It does that for 10 seconds, and then the fire goes out, the ball retracts, and the little door closes. And now the ground is slightly smoldering.
Because if you think that, you're more cold-blooded than either 3 of us.
It seemed very close to your flame pistols, but much, much stronger.
No, I think that's awful. You're aware, Lloyd, that I didn't push them in there, right?
He just kind of like walks back a little bit.
Okay. The awning that extends from the pyramid over the door, how far out does that go?
Oh, maybe just 3 feet sticking out. But
and how
it's
tall
still
is it?
maybe 15 feet. And
So
it's
we
still
want to
slanted
boost
pyramid.
somebody up on top of that, and they can straddle it, and then we can try to get that thing to come out and destroy it.
Well,
I don't think we could climb it. It was too smooth, right?
why don't you hit
It's
it with
pretty
old
smooth.
Sparky, Dr. Harrow?
I'm just worried about whatever it's shielded in. I'd like to get it to come out again and zap it.
Also, I wanted to kind of make it clear that it's not just a half circle. So the flames actually come all the way back to the pyramid itself. You would set it off before you could get to the...
Right. Can't get to the side of the door without getting into the radius, right?
I can get into the radius and set it off. I mean, I point at my gut, like I have some insulation.
Are you saying you can take that?
I'm saying I can step in and try to jump back in time, and I might scorch my clothes a little, but I can take some of it, I think.
It's a pretty nonchalant way of looking at burning to death, but
are any of those
we have to do something, right? We have to get in, or do you want to push another person in? I'm willing to try that, but I think the rest of the group, looking at all of you, are less fond of that idea.
Yeah, this is a grenade solvable problem if we had one.
If you think about the timing on the whole thing, from the time the body went into the circle and it was flamed was probably 2 seconds, which is plenty enough to run back out from the circle.
Yeah.
This is
Are there any like bodies that are around, or are they just
No?
They're all alive. There's not one dead person.
Well, there's the one dead person, but he's he's smoldering.
He's barbecue.
He's turning to charcoal.
Does this pyramid come to a point at the top?
Yes.
Is there like some rope around? I've got an idea. If I could like lasso the top of this pyramid and climb up the backside, and maybe Goose could make the thing pop out and I could hit it from the top.
You would have to be able to throw a lasso 100 feet up.
Ooh. Okay.
Can we just shoot this thing?
Yeah.
Like, trigger it and just blow it to hell?
It's more than 100 feet even.
I think that
it's 100 feet high then.
I think that considering what this staff did to that Tyrannosaur, I think that while this thing might be quite fireproof, I think that if we set this alarm off and I blast it with this or shear it off, that we can count on it not being functional. And that'll be faster too. So I'm going to set myself up off to the side, 5 feet outside the perimeter of the burn zone and brace myself with the staff so I can,
if you can shear
line it up.
Sure.
I'll take one step into the circle, and then as soon as I see the door sliding open from this fire thing, I'll hop back.
Okay. Do a luck roll for me.
Luckily, I regained a lot of luck last time, and I rolled a 94. So that's a fail.
Didn't get that much luck back?
I had 82. I spent like 30 or 40 luck, I think, last time. So,
all right. So you take a step into the circle. I'd like you to do a spot hidden roll.
That's a hard success.
Okay. As you're stepping into the circle, you do notice something right on the edge of the circle. Something like little brown metal buttons, maybe 10 feet across or 10 feet separated, going around in the semicircle. And when you pass them, nothing happens.
Because I am a hybrid. I'll point this out to everybody.
Okay, let's take this slowly. And you're the most changed of us, so I'll choose a spot and just sort of like reach my arm across the line and wave it around.
Yep, nothing.
Okay, so let's not get too cocky, but maybe we can go and there's a keypad or some handprint or something. We can turn this off or open this door.
I was going to say we can just try, and I mean, if we point this out to Buzz, we have these sensors here. Maybe we can just get rid of the sensors instead of this flame thing. Might be easier for everybody, safer.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like one of you three might be able to walk up there and see if there's a deactivating mechanism or open the door even.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I still think our best shot is if look at Byron and Stoney. I mean, one of us has to hop in and hop out, and then Dr. Harrow laser staff it off the mechanism. But
if we're going to do that, we should get closer at least. That way there's definitely no missing.
I mean, I vote first for one of you hybrid folks to see if there's a way to walk up and just open the door.
Well, does anybody else find this odd? Because back in Iceland, when Goose stuck his hand in that prison panel, it set off the alarm, And like here, the hybrid thing seems to be okay. So they have it set for it to not react to hybrids. Don't you find that a little strange?
Wait.
I don't think I set off the alarms back then. There was something else going on because I could open doors.
I think one of you set it off that was not a hybrid.
Okay.
I think one of the hostages, we used one of the hostages for it or something.
Yeah, and
brilliant idea of
mine. He's the one who actually made it stop by putting his hand back on the pad and making it stop.
Gotcha.
They obviously have sensors that sense whether you are a serpent person or not, and hybrids seem to be recognized as serpent people.
We definitely need some of these sensors for our home base. Would definitely be a big help. Anyway, I'll walk up to the entrance and see if there's like a big button that says deactivate or whatever.
You walk up to the door, and in fact, what there is a hand panel, but it's obviously a lizard man hand panel that you can put your hand in. You're gonna open it.
Yeah.
All right. You put your hand up there to open it, and it doesn't look like there's anything to push or anything. Maybe there's a sensor. Maybe there's a sensor in the palm part of it. You put your hand up there, and you feel a sudden prick in the center of your hand. And you pull back and realize that you're bleeding just a little bit. But just as soon as you realize that, the door opens up. And you can see it's a metal corridor going slightly downwards. You're guessing that maybe it goes in 30 feet and then seems to open up into a big room. It's lit on the inside too, and it looks sanitized, like what you would expect a medical area to be. You hear noises, but you don't hear like soldiers or anybody walking around.
I'm going to follow Goose toward the door.
Yeah.
Hesitant at first and then not getting zapped. I'll go up.
It doesn't.
All right.
It doesn't go off.
Does it look like it's going to close automatically after? If you take your, how long do we have? And are mammals safe to come in?
I would say it looks like there is perhaps some sort of panels on the inside of the door. They could be locking mechanisms. They could be something, but how they work is not clear. It's not as simple as the door to get in.
Lloyd, you go on in. I'd rather have 3 of us in there before, me, Fern, or Stoney step in and it snaps shut. I'd rather have 3 of us in there, if that were to happen.
Okay, don't get fried.
Actually, Gustav, you know not a call, so
yeah,
maybe you can see that there is a symbol that means deactivate. You think it might have to do with the flame pistol?
Yeah, I'll shout to them. I think I found the deactivation hand panel, and I'll put my hand up to it or press it or whatever it is.
And one of you guys can test it. Who wants to test it?
I'll step in.
Okay. It doesn't go off.
All right.
Zombie people continue to remain far away from it. So.
Yeah, Fern's not trusting it, and she's like sprinting across this semicircle.
Yeah, Jack is like, we're good. And then Fern just shoots by.
Okay.
See, you should have just gone hybrid when you had the chance. This is way easier.
Lloyd's just going to keep walking over there, and as he sees the body that's on the ground that's still smoldering, he just looks down, he looks sad, and just like shakes his head and just keeps walking, trying to make sure that Jack sees him do this.
So you reach the entrance, and I'd say the entrance is maybe 20 feet wide. Now, obviously, you can take things in and out of it. It's meant for bringing stuff in and out. And it's pretty smooth on the walls. It's simple. They are metallic walls. The floor itself is also metallic, and you have to kind of moderate your footsteps, or it makes a clank sound when you walk. But if you set your feet down softly, then it doesn't. You can see that maybe 30 feet down, and it's just slightly slanting down towards the middle. It opens up into a large circular room, which must be the center of the pyramid. And when you get there, you can see that there are in fact 2 levels. There is a staircase that seems to go off towards your left that spirals up to an entrance on the 2nd floor. And in the center of the room, there is a pit, and there is a staircase going down into the pit to a lower level. You can see to the right and to the left on the sides of the circle, there are doors. They're large metallic doors, but they're not closed. They're semi-open. They look like blast doors, like big heavy metal things, but they probably move. They're perfectly pivoted. And then there's one directly across from you as well. So there are 3 doors, right, left, and forward. The forward one, you would have to skirt around that central pit to get to it. And you can hear noises coming from in there. You think you hear the noises of suffering people.
Oh, so not mechanical, just
no. Well,
people noises.
Maybe occasionally weird mechanical noises, but...
And that's in the pit.
The people noises are from below or coming from these blast doors?
It kind of echoes around, so you're thinking it's coming from inside those areas.
So, team, do we want to just clear this place from bottom to top? I assume that the brains of the operation are up there.
most likely. But, seeing as how they have this place set up, you think that there would be an escape hatch, not just that route that we came through. There's got to be another exit somewhere.
Looking down in the pit, how far is it? Do I see a bottom, or do I just see?
Yeah, it looks like another level down below.
So so just one level down.
And these aren't like 10-foot high levels. They're probably like 30-foot high levels. They're big areas. But you're thinking there's a level above and a level below, and you don't think there's any more than that. At least the stairs don't seem to indicate that.
Okay. So 3 total levels. We're in the middle.
I would go from top to bottom instead, but yeah.
Yeah, we can.
These snakes, they like to slither under the ground.
True. If we have to beat a retreat, it's easier to go down than up.
In Iceland, the core of the facility was also at the bottom instead of at the top. So if that is representative of any stake design.
Cultural bias.
So start at the bottom or the top?
Goose wants to go up top. That's fine with me too.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
since we're already on this level, should we go ahead and check, make sure the people are secure behind these blast doors?
I mean, we're here.
Yeah. Clear this level first.
I'm a little concerned about being distracted by some suffering test subjects before we get to the heart of things.
Well, I mean, even if we find these people, what are we going to do for them? Set them free, let them loose with the other zombies? Then what? They'll stumble around, eat some slop, and die from starvation after they don't get refilled, these trials?
Well, maybe we can get an idea of what they're doing to them. Maybe they got equipment back there or something.
Given that all of the hideous things we see around us are the result of the choices of serpent people, maybe we should listen to the mammals.
I guess.
Stoney, what do you think?
We're here on this floor. Let's clear it, move up, see what we got up there, and go back down.
Right. At least if we clear it, we know that there's no threats on this level.
Yeah. And if we do come across some folks that are suffering, I think at the moment we should just leave them where they are. Not let them loose, but just keep them. And we can work with those folks once we know we've got the facility under control.
I agree. Clear this floor, go up, then go down.
Right. Now, what door to pick? If nobody minds, I'll just roll a die and say we'll pick the middle one.
You're going to cross the entire room then to get to the other one. Right. So you quietly walk. You do realize the problem is that everything in the ground is metal, so it's hard not to make noise. But you also think that if anybody's coming, you'll hear them coming. You'll hear their footsteps coming, assuming they have feet. You get to the door across from you, and as I say, it's open. You have to push it just a little to look and to get inside. It is a surgical room. You can see there are a number of surgical tables. You can see snake people leaning over the tables with subjects on the tables, and it looks like the top half of their skulls have been removed, and they are fiddling with their brains. You can also see that there are maybe 20 cages around the outside of the room that have people in them.
How many snake surgeons are there?
There are, what did I say? 3.
Surveying the room, do they all have feet?
Yeah, they have feet.
They are heavily invested in their work? They don't notice us? Or
Well, we're going to have to roll for stealth.
okay.
Who's got the lowest stealth?
Oh. I have 40. And I don't think I've
6.
I have base. I have 20.
I have base also.
I have 56.
Stoney, you have less than base?
No, I have more than base. I've got 46.
I only heard 6. Sorry.
I love that half the team has more stealth than the spy.
So everybody with base roll, I guess?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a 12.
Unless you want to spend luck.
66. I'm not
Maybe
spending
if you take your
46.
shoes off, you'll get a bonus die.
I would go for that. If you take off your shoes.
Should have took our feet off.
Yeah, my bonus die went up a digit.
All right. So I think that means that as you start to open the door, one of the doctors will look up from his work and see you and go, "Intruders," like this. And the other scientists look up, and a couple of them start running over towards the side to maybe grab a weapon or something.
I think we had flame pistols at the ready when we entered a new room in the Citadel of Evil. So I just like to engulf all 3 of them if I'm fast enough.
You'll be able to do 1 each. She'll probably be engulfing parts of the room in flame, including the poor victim.
The patient whose skull is open. He's probably insensate, or will be happy to cease to exist.
So we'll go in reverse order from the way you're laid out on my screen. Dr. Harrow, you go first.
I rolled a 9 under my 60 for firearms, so that's an extreme.
You got a 47, which isn't bad, but that you've beat him. So I'd say that the first one that you shoot at, you sort of set him on fire as he's running. His clothing is on fire. Lloyd.
I have a flame pistol. Is it empty, though? I don't remember. Didn't I empty it? Because I was just...
I believe you were on the ground screaming and, yeah.
So you start pulling your trigger and nothing's happening. Do you want to do something else?
How far away is the nearest surgeon?
We'll say 20 feet.
I'm going to run at him and just spear him with my shoulder and just see if I can tackle him.
Okay. Why don't you do a brawl roll? Ooh.
How far we've come from hiding behind a tree to bum rushing this fella.
You said brawl?
Yeah.
Fighting brawl. You know what? I'm going to show off. I'll spend 16 points of luck.
To do what?
To pass it.
Okay. What is that seems you're a regular?
Yep, that'd be a regular.
Because he got an 11. So you run at him and he twists around like a snake. And you both go to the floor, beating on one another. He's sort of trying to get away from you, but you are on top of one another. You have him down, but not. He was trying to dodge, so he effectively dodged. Stoney.
Yes, I'm going to. I guess I've got a flame pistol too. I'm going to shoot it.
The third scientist?
Yes.
All right.
And a 99 is not going to do it. That is a lot of luck. I'm not going to try it.
I'm wondering if a 99 is a critical on one of these.
I don't know.
I'll give you this. Do a luck roll.
Okay. That I pass.
Okay. So the gun doesn't explode in your hand. Yeah, you shoot the gun, but it goes sort of over his head as he dives over his gun. Buzz. Go ahead.
I feel like I'm also firing off my flame pistol.
Okay. And are you firing it at 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Okay. So the same one that Stony is fired at. Go ahead.
I'll spend 7 luck to make that a success.
Okay, and I got 80. So you effectively douse him with whatever shoots out of the flame pistol, and he lights himself on fire. He is, however, going to still try to get to the flame pistol and shoot back, but he'll do that next round.
Okay.
Fern.
Well, I guess I also am going to fire my flame pistol at one of the buggers.
Okay.
6. Oh, extreme. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to get Jack's Snake Man or Dr. Harrow's more doused with fire?
I'll
Because
get
the one that
Jack's.
Lloyd's got is laying. They're laying on the ground, grappling.
Yeah, I think I'll get Jack's because I
All
think
right.
Dr. Harrow's going to have the other one.
I'll say that you add to that damage, and then Gustav.
I'll run up to the one that's grappling with Lloyd, because for one, I don't have a flame pistol, I only have a rifle, which makes a lot of sound. And I'll see if I can just stomp my boot on into the face of this guy that's grappling with Lloyd.
Kick the fuck out of him. Okay. Do a grapple roll. Get a
That's
critical
just
miss and
fighting
you
brawl,
stomp
brawl.
on Lloyd. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but
Yeah.
that's fighting brawl, right? The grapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting brawl.
Well, at least it's not a critical fail. It's a 75. I would have to spend 40 luck to pass, which I'm not gonna do.
Okay. They roll out of your way as you stomp down. Nothing happens. Snake Man number 1, who is on fire, is going to try to get to his gun. We'll see if he can get to it. He got a 28. So he does grab his gun and spin around and try to shoot Dr. Harrow. You can dodge or fight back. He got a 99. Let's see if his explodes in his hand. After all, he is on fire.
Never pick up a gun when you're on fire.
He got a 007, so he knows how to do it.
I was hoping. Can we just say that it does something comedic, like making a whoopee cushion sound or something?
Well, he fires the flame. Nobody gets hit. And then let's see, the one that's on fire by Stony. That one. He also gets to his flame pistol and spins around and tries to hit Stony. And he also misses. Did you want to try to dodge? Or did you want to try to hit him in the process?
Yeah, if he's close enough, can I hit him with my fist?
Yeah, you do a brawl.
Okay. That's a regular.
Okay. So maybe as he's gonna shoot you, you knock his hand out of the way and he misses. Buzz. That's all pandemonium is going on around. What do you want to do?
So I shot number 3. Is he still on fire? Or I just
Yeah, he's working through it. He's trying to fight with the flame pistol.
Let's light him more on fire. If I can, shoot him again. That is a 13 on my firearms, which is a hard success.
Okay, you hit him for sure. He doesn't dodge out of the way. This one blasts him back, so he's sort of fallen back. I'm going to do a luck roll to see if it does look like there are a number of shelves around the side that have documents and stuff like that. You've set those on fire as well. Burn.
All right, so the majority of the snaky people are aflame.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
assuming
one still.
since they were performing surgery on their skulls, there's some sort of bone saw or something on the tables.
There's all sorts of weird looking instruments. Yeah. And if you're now looking at the tables and looking at their victims, I would like you to do a sanity roll again, because what you realize they've been doing is systematically, completely taking apart their nervous system. They've
I
been
rolled a 10.
unraveling.
Right.
Oof, yeah, you're okay with it. They have been like unraveling their nerves and their lymphatic systems and dissecting them and somehow keeping them still alive and beating. These people are alive and aware and moaning. Also, all of the people around you now are making howling noises and they're in pain. But yeah, there are sharp instruments if you want to grab one of those and attack with it.
I would. Yes.
Okay. I assume you're going to go for the one that's not on fire, the one that's grappling with Lloyd on the floor.
Yep, and I'm going to try to stick him right in the eyeball.
Okay, go ahead.
37 over 39.
And I got a 78. So you go up and jam that knife right into his eyeball. And he screams. Stop. What do you do?
I'll run to the papers that have caught fire, and I'll try to douse these presumably research documents.
Okay.
We come here for information, so we'll try and save some.
I'd like you to do a luck roll.
All right. I rolled something differently than last time. 95 this time instead of 94. So that's still a fail.
I was thinking to myself that if you failed that luck roll, you accidentally grab a beaker full of alcohol and throw it onto the papers. So there's suddenly a big blast of blue flame as you just increase the explosion.
Not the papers, Goose. Throw it on the snaky guys that are on fire.
Okay. One of these guys is now in a lot of pain. He's on fire. Going to desperately try to fire back at Dr. Jude. Do you want to dodge? Or do you want to fight back in some way?
Well, this is the second time he's taken a shot at me, and I haven't fired back at him in between. I don't know
Did
how
we
he's
miss you?
I guess so. Because we started with me on this. So I should have gone after the NPCs, I guess, and didn't. Although
I thought that maybe you did, but you missed.
No, I've only fired once. But I assume that, despite his remarkable presence of will, trying to shoot me after being set on fire and missing once, I kind of anticipated that he was going to expire without my assistance. And since everyone's screaming and howling, I wanted to go to that door and make sure that if guards came in, they didn't take us by surprise. So he might have the jump on me if he can stop screaming long enough to get within range.
Okay. Do you want to dodge then?
Yeah,
Right.
noticing the strange reflected light on the metal door of the burning serpent person behind me, I will try to get out of the way. Ooh, that's a bad roll. My dodge is 37 and I rolled a 73. So
Okay, and I hit. I'm gonna say the blast hits you and knocks you down. Uh, your clothing might be on fire. You can definitely feel the burnt parts of your skin where it hits you, but you are now partly on fire on the ground, but he's expiring at the same time. So his
and
last
I'm
desperate.
dropping and rolling sort of into the hallway and trying to smother myself.
Right.
And
And probably
learning what
not
these
asking
feels like.
Gustav to try to put the fire out.
Oh, I have another cup of water here.
Stony, this one is also going to try to shoot you as he is expiring. Do you want to dodge or fight back?
I will fight back.
Okay. Yeah, because he's
And
not.
yeah, that's a regular success.
Okay. He got a 95. You've kicked the flame gun out of his hand, and he doesn't have the strength to pick up his hands anymore because he's on fire. Lloyd, you're grappling with this guy. He is obviously going to spit in your face. You want to do you want to dodge or fight back?
I'm fighting back.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
So he's got a scalpel or something sticking out of his eye.
Yeah.
I'm trying to roll around him and to get on top of him and start trying to like push his head into the ground so that the scalpel goes further into his head.
Okay. Go ahead and do your grapple to see if you counteract or your dodge. No, your brawl.
Yeah, just be bro. Come on, good roll. Nope. That's a fail.
Okay. As you're trying to fight him to turn his head, he opens up his mouth and you see his fangs sort of go like that, and you get a blast in the face of a very acidic sort of liquid. It feels like you've had sulfuric acid thrown into your face. I would like you to take 1d4. I'm sorry, you take 4 damage.
Okay. I thought you said 24 for a second. I was like, what?
No.
Oh, God.
I started to say 1d4, but that's what I rolled.
Okay. 4 damage. That hurt. Okay.
All right, Dr. Harrow. The only one that seems to be still going is the one that's fighting Lloyd, and there is now a raging fire.
Have I doused myself?
Do you want to roll back and forth to?
Yeah. Dropping and rolling and seeking any burning areas. Cold metal should help.
I would say you take. Oh, what the hell? No, I rolled a d6. How could it be 9? You take 6 points of damage.
Ouch.
Now, Lloyd, you can fight back.
Okay, so just fighting back. I'm still trying to do the same thing. Like, I've got stuff in my eye, but I'm just like, I'm trying to smash his head into the ground to make the scalpel do more work. And I'm throwing that dice away because I keep rolling shit.
I think you should also take a penalty dice. So
penalty. Okay.
Because you're blinded in your face.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's see how this goes. Do I do it? Do I spend the luck?
How much would you have to spend?
18.
with this roll, he's not going to succeed in fighting back with you. So it's
I'll
just
spend
going to
18
delay
points
you.
of luck to smash his head into the ground with the scalpel.
All right.
Yeah.
You
so I'll
twist
spend
his
18
neck
luck.
around and you jam his face into the ground, and you're like, the magic trick of the disappearing knife.
Pencil. Yep, that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like drive it further, like it's Joker style.
Right.
So what damage would that be?
Well, you've killed him.
Oh, okay. Well, that
What
works.
Scalpel to the brain. Hard to come back from.
I guess technically at this point, though, the battle has ended. The room is on, at least the part of the room is on fire. The people in their cages are like animals. They're doing what animals would do if there was a fire. And they're making a lot of noise.
But
Are there any sinks in the room?
I'd say there's things like that. Yeah. Sources
Yeah.
of water.
I think Fern's gonna try to find some sort of bucket or something to start trying to put the flames out.
do a
Okay.
luck roll. See if it's not alcohol.
You think
Straight
they got
from the
alcohol on tap?
Straight up
I'm joking.
moonshine.
Buckets of alcohol just laying around.
Yeah. So let's see. What happens if you throw water on an alcohol fire? I think it just spreads the alcohol around. You're attempting to put out the fire. We'll say that you succeed in putting most of the fire out. A lot of the stuff is burned. The room is kind of filled with smoke, kind of acrid smoke. Buzz, you see there's all kinds of weird medical equipment around the room. As I say, they were trying to sort of vivisect and study various parts of the human anatomy. What do you guys want to do next? It's an abomination what they were doing.
So
most of them are in
partially.
cages. Oh, sorry. Most of them are in cages, but this one guy whose nerve system is being detached from him while he's alive is out of it, right? Or
He's on
is
one of the tables.
Okay, and the brain guy is another one and on the table as well.
we'll do a sand roll on all that horribleness.
Yes,
now that I've
sure.
noticed it.
Yeah, I'll do one as
not
well.
noticing-
It's a 97. That's a fail.
We can assume that the guy whose nervous system is being taken apart also has his brain exposed and his
I
nerve
rolled
cord
80.
exposed, and
Yeah, 97 for me. Was it D4? Somebody?
you can do D4. Yeah.
The
I'll do a
95 for me.
D4 as well.
3.
Probably also, I mean, Goose doesn't care too much about people anymore. I'm becoming colder. I rolled a 1 for my sand loss, but I'm still gonna walk up to the guy with the nervous system and just jam my blade into his brain. Because I don't like all this moaning and everything. It's getting annoying. So just
Well, Fern's gonna try to work on that. She's gonna grab some sheets and see if she covers up the cages like a bird cage if they all quiet down.
So I think, Gustav, if you're willing to do that, I think you need to do more sanity damage. Do a 1d4.
another 1d4,
Yeah.
and I rolled another 1. You see, Goose
You're
is
different.
becoming colder.
You haven't noticed Lloyd, though. Lloyd, he can't see because he's got a face full of acid and his eyes are messed up. He thinks he's still fighting. He's literally just bashing the guy's skull into the ground just repeatedly because he doesn't know when the fight's supposed to be over because his face and everything's messed up. So there's like acid, blood all over him, and he's just smashing and screaming and loudly. So y'all might go nuts from that, but that's what he's doing.
So is somebody going to try to restrain Lloyd?
Yeah, he has no idea what's going on. All he can hear is himself screaming.
You're also in excruciating pain, Lloyd, from the
yes,
acid
and he
in your
can't
face.
see, and it's just there's so much.
And as I walk over to Lloyd, I call out, "Does anybody think it's strange that nobody's come to see what's going on in here?" And I'm going to grip Lloyd by the shoulders and lift him up. You're done here.
Like,
You got it. You got him. You got him. We're gonna let me see to your face.
Bird
Yeah,
did see
go
a source
stick
of
his head in
water,
the sink.
Yeah. Might want to
which
rinse
is probably the best thing you can do to rinse the stuff out. However, I think at this point, those of you who are injured, if you're a snake person, you're going to progress to the next stage. Lloyd's definitely going to have half black scales all down his front.
I was already
I'm gonna
thinking
look.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Every
be looking
place
like
Dr.
what's her
Harrow
face?
got burned is also now turning black into black scales. Gustav,
I'm gonna
did you
be
get
looking
injured?
Like Rose.
I mean, I poured the alcohol on the burning
Yeah.
document and it exploded. I didn't take any damage yet, but I can take, what is it, 1d4, 1d6, whatever you say,
Why
I'll
don't you
take.
take 1d4 from that explosion, and you will also be. Unfortunately, now
I take 4 on this one.
you are no longer recognizable as. I mean, you're not hidden. You look like snake hybrids.
In the face, you mean?
Yeah. Or wherever you were hit with acid. Dr. Harrow got it on his back
Yeah.
and on his sides.
My beautiful face.
Boy, just like his face is wrecked.
Yeah, I don't
and the
think
skin
there's
around
no
the edges
fixing
of it
that.
will heal slowly or fairly quickly, actually. All right. Yeah, you don't seem to have gotten much of a response. However, you do know that it was fairly loud. There was no gunshots going off, just mostly howling. And maybe
they're
there's
used
a
to
lot of
screaming
howling that
around
goes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'd like to do what I can about Lloyd's damage. Given that we have a medical facility, I'll at least be able to, again, wash off the acid, maybe put some kind of ointment on and gauze him up. So if I can do a first aid.
Well, and he seems to not really need gauzing or bandaging.
He's just looking more scaly.
Yeah, you just need to sort of clean the acid off so it doesn't continue to eat its way in.
Right. Well, and likewise, I want to, I feel like I should take care of my own injuries before we decide what to do with these subjects.
You can you can go ahead and do a first aid.
First aid.
Or medical. And you can do first aid at this point because you don't really have a medical facility. Actually,
I
you're
could
in a
perform
medical
surgery,
facility.
right? Who knows what they have here and how it lies, but yeah.
So also if you do that, then those who are injured can have 2 points of damage back.
Maybe they have a first aid snake kit that's just for snake people.
A man bite kit. Yeah.
Right.
I'll walk up to Lloyd and like look at his face and like, I don't think we can go out in public looking like this anymore. We might have to bring our idea to fruition as soon as we get back.
Well, I got a friend, Rosie. She's real good with makeup. Maybe she could set you up with something.
He's just looking at himself in the mirror. I imagine there's a mirror that's right next to him. He's just touching himself in the face, and he's feeling it scaly. Yeah, whatever y'all say.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to play siblings anymore.
Maybe twins.
The burned documents have been put out, right? But if I go over them, I mean, usually if you burn like a thick stack of paper, it doesn't all just burn up immediately.
Right.
Like probably in the
Just
core
the
there
outside.
are some. Yeah. So I want to see if there's something to be learned here.
All right. We'll call it a spot hidden. Go ahead and do a spot hidden.
62. I'll spend 1 luck on this one.
Yeah. You find that what they have been working on is the virus that that they are using in the tsetse flies. The original virus was designed to break down and kill humans, but if they could do a second process before the human is killed, but after the human's brain has been deteriorated, then they could make their slave race. And their most recent discoveries is a way to do both at the same time, that they can infect somebody and zombify them in a single hypodermic injection. You also see that their plans are how to distribute it to people, to humans. And the general consensus is either breeding a bunch of insects to do it, but there's also mention of biomechanical means, artificially creating some sort of stinging mechanism that they could distribute.
Are there any needles with this stuff still lying around?
Yeah, there's samples all throughout the room.
I'll pocket a few. Let's see if the designers can test their own product.
I'm going to do a luck roll to see if anybody wanders into the room from the outside. Oh, as you are standing there, a snake scientist walks into the room, and he says, "You guys are making a lot of noise over here." And as he says that, and he looks around at you, there's just a moment where he goes, kind of, I guess, I want to say he goes wide-eyed, but they don't. Their eyes are, If he was a human, he'd go wide-eyed, and he suddenly scrambles to get back out of the room.
I'm rushing him.
Quick, yep.
All right, Stoney, do a brawl, and I'm going to do a dodge.
I'm on Stoney's tail. I'm like, no alarms.
Okay, I'm going to spend 10 points of luck to make this a regular success.
Okay. He failed. You grab his arm before he can get to the door, and you yank him back into the room. He hisses at you, like that is you. Sort of throw him down to the ground. He's not really injured, and you think that he's coiled up like a cobra going to spit in your face or attack you with his fangs.
So maybe a flame pistol near his head will suggest that he doesn't want to spit. Calm down, Sparky.
Who are you?
We are
We are the Inner Night.
Do.
Sorry, we didn't hear that.
When you say that, once again, his lidless eyes go wide, and he's like, the Inner Night. He doesn't know what to say. He's completely stunned and terrified.
So, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to, make the connection between my flame pistol and his face a little clearer. Maybe if I can get him by the scruff of his lab coat and present it. You're going to tell us who's in the facility and where the most current research is, and then maybe we'll let you escape into the jungle of the Congo with most of your skin. Or I'm going to see if I can set the inside of you on fire with this thing.
I'm not afraid of your threats, you fucking monster. We're going to destroy you and all of your kind.
My kind? And I'll show him a little bit of my scale.
You inner night people.
We're
not afraid of you. You'll lose. You're a bunch of morons.
You poor yig-worshipping jackanate. Anybody got anything they want before I light him up?
Well,
I mean, you can light him up. I wanted to test out one of these needles on him, see if it also works on snake people.
That's a good idea. Let's see how smart he gets.
So you know what this is, right? You know what's in here? Last chance to ask the questions.
Doesn't work on snake people, idiot. You moron. You fucking inner night people are such morons.
Let's verify your claim empirically, and I'll take out his arm and use one syringe on him. I mean, I don't believe a word he says, so.
He's like, there, you see? Nothing, you stupid idiots.
Well, we still have the flame pistol. I mean, that's no problem for us.
Help! Help! He yells, yeah. We're being invaded.
Fuck.
You guys want to do anything?
Flame pistol right down the gullet.
Yeah, disgusting. You can do a sanity roll for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're frying it from the inside out.
Oh.
I think they call it microwaving, where they start cooking from the inside out.
That's a fail. This is a little too up. My Hippocratic Oath is already like shredding me in this whole environment.
Yeah. I think that deserves a 1d6.
2. I'm hanging in there, but it's
getting hard.
Praying.
Yeah. You don't know if his warning got heard. What do you guys want to do?
Jack looks at Fern and Stony with a little more concern of our hybrid companions. It's like we're gonna have to discuss this later look.
Fern just kind of shrugs at him because it's like, what are we gonna do? He's gonna alert everybody.
The scientist, he was wearing a white lab coat, right? Still is.
Mm-hmm.
While he's just lying down on the ground, I imagine just like burning from the inside. Lloyd's just gonna go over there and just like strip off his lab coat and start putting it on.
There's probably some on hooks over there, Lloyd, that will smell fresher.
Yeah.
And in fact, I should do that too, since my clothing is half charred.
And I imagine he has like a little clip he was wearing that had his name tag and all of that was still on him.
No, there's no name tags, but
no, there's none of that. I was just going to turn it around backwards. And
mostly whatever he was wearing was to keep sterile. So
do we want
the same thing on?
Did Fern's attempt to sort of put sheets over the test subjects calm them at all, or was that not practicable? Or
she hasn't had really that much time yet. Maybe she did it over a couple. I'm not sure there are sheets, but yeah, there's not. It's not like they're pets.
Goose, Jack, you've got great call. Do any of these jars, bottles, canisters, or whatnot suggest that there's something sedative in them that we might help relax the test subjects?
Do a quick look over.
Yeah, everything's written in English.
Oh, even easier.
So, no. They're not concerned at all about sedatives for these. They like them when they scream as you slowly.
All right. I'd like to get them outside or whatever as soon as possible, but we probably should move on. I didn't see where this latest guy came from.
Well,
It came from
maybe
that
if we
circular
turn
room in the middle.
Yeah.
maybe if we turn the lights out when we leave the room, it'll calm them down.
It's worth a try.
How many more jackets are left over there? Like
However many you want.
Just start handing them out to everybody.
Well, there's flame pistols here on this rack too. You want to arm yourself.
I appreciate it. And he just like puts it inside of his pocket, but he's handing out like the research coats so that we can all. This might help us blend in a little bit when they do come looking, so maybe they won't spit in our face again.
Half of us look like regular humans still. I don't think, but we can try. I mean, maybe in the distance or from the back.
Better than nothing.
Okay, so we came in from the west, and we did the east room, so we've got the south and the north left, if my mental map is correct.
That is correct.
Hopefully they won't be as messy as this. They can't be.
North?
Yeah.
Sure, that's clockwise.
Go to the north room.
Stay together or should we split up?
Yeah, we didn't do that great with 6. I'm not going in with 3.
Right. You go north, and once again, the door is partly open. You can hear noise coming from inside of it. Actually, you hear some laughter. If snake people have a trouble to their voice, it sounds like more snake people. They're obviously working on something, but who wants to peek in the door? You'll have to roll a stealth.
Burn, you're sneaky. And you don't smell as much like burnt reptile as some of us do.
Alrighty. Oh my God. I didn't roll great. 72 over 56. And I don't have enough to spend on luck.
All right. So when you very gradually open the door, you see that this room is very similar to the previous room. It's a surgical bay. In this case, it has a number of large glass tubes, vertical tubes at one end, and it's got 3 snake people, scientists in here. It looks like they are altering people, doing surgery on them to make them look like Rose Meadham. The problem is that their subjects they are drawing from the various people they've captured. So I don't know how to say it other than you've got a very Latina looking Rose Meadham, you've got a black Rose Meadham, you've got Icelandic looking Rose Meadham. They've all been given they're being given plastic surgery and perhaps genetic modifications to look like it. And a bunch of them are failed experiments that are in the tubes. And there are currently 3 of them, there's 2 of them being worked on. I think there's only 2 scientists in this room because one of them came to check. And they're laughing about it.
Well, I'm going to report back quietly what I saw.
And actually, you failed it. So at some point, you knock something. You bump the door and it knocks something over. And they all look quickly over at the door. And maybe if you pull back quickly, they still see you. But they're more curious. You hear one of them say, Dr. Salathish, is that you?
I'm pointing at the guy's black. Boys are either getting like trying to signal them to get on the other sides of the door, so maybe we can just bop them.
Wouldn't it be nice to get a few clean bonks in at this point?
Yeah.
Dr. Salash, is something wrong?
There's been some disturbance in the other medical room. I need some assistance, please.
You're going to have to do a... You know what? It's something we never do, but disguise. Because you're disguising your voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have 60 in disguise.
Excellent.
You better pass.
57. Yes.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
We'll even say that for some reason your throat, you seem able to sound like who you wanted it to sound like. You need help. Something's wrong in the other room, and you can hear them moving towards the door. Do we need to get our weapons?
No, it's more one of the patients. It's a fascinating result. I don't know how to interpret it. So,
all right. So they're heading towards the door. Well, we're right in the middle of our surgeries. If you really, well, here we come like this, and the door suddenly starts to swing open as the two of them step out and suddenly see him. And once again, their eyes go wide, and they're like, "Oh shit!" like this, and they're going to try to dive back into the room. What did you guys want to do?
I want to bonk one.
I do too.
Okay. You're going to try to bonk them. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Buzz, you bonk first.
I did not bonk. I rolled a 77
Okay.
over a 40.
And he got a 26. So he manages to fall back into the room. Stoney, you want to bonk?
Yes. That is a hard success.
Okay. And he got a 75. So you bonk him. How much damage does bonking do?
It is a 1d4 plus 1d4.
Okay. All right. Roll that.
Okay. 2, 3. 3 total.
All right. You bonk with him. I don't think that's enough to knock him down. He got a 97. I'll say you clock him, and he falls back with maybe dislocatable jaw. And he falls back. You guys can all act now. You got the surprise. So let's go in a different direction. Let's go start with Jack this time. Oh, you're muted.
I just missed my bonk. Should move to the next person, or do I get another bonk chance?
No, we'll see you get another chance.
All right. I will try to bonk.
We're going to go into
again.
combat.
Okay. Oh, God. That's 100.
Oh.
Triple zeros.
I'm just going to say that you trip and fall over him.
Yeah.
Okay. You trip and fall over the one that Cooper hit. Further.
Well, since she knows that they can spit, she's going to try to stomp the one in the face. Maybe she can break his teeth off on the floor.
Okay. He's going to try to roll out of the way.
I got 50. Oh, do I want to spend 11? If I spend 11, I'll still have 31.
Is 50 a regular?
50 is a fail.
Oh, 50 is a fail.
Yeah.
He got a regular. So we'll just say that you stomp and he rolls out of the way. Unless you want to spend.
Oh. I'll save it. I might need it.
Gustav.
Let's see. So one has been hit, and the other one.
Has dashed inside.
I'll go after the one that's dashed inside. I mean, they don't see if he doesn't pull any alarms or anything. So I'll just run after one that dashed inside
I
and
would
see if I
like
can just grapple him.
Okay, I would like a dex roll from you because you've got to jump over both Buzz and the other snake person.
I failed exactly on the dot, 55.
Ooh.
Oh, I succeeded, I mean.
Okay, so you jump over
My
him.
exact dex score.
Maybe you step on the snake person as you go over him. And go ahead and do that brawl roll.
Oh, 4. My luck has turned. That's an extreme.
Oh, cool. You grapple him to the floor.
You're not going anywhere, you bastard.
Who the hell are you? What have you done with Dr.
Well, you'll find out soon enough. We'll do the same to you.
And yeah, now that you're in the room, you can see that's what they're doing. They're trying to clone or recreate Rose Meadham, some form or another. Stony.
Can I yeah, I'm gonna jump over these guys on the floor to get inside and try to shoot this guy that's running away.
Okay, so you're gonna try to shoot the one that Gustav grappled?
Oh, he grappled that guy? Okay.
Yeah.
No, instead I'm gonna run over and try to bonk him. The one that Gustav's
Okay.
got.
Okay. I think you also need to do a dex roll to see if you can jump over Jack and the other snake person.
I do not, actually.
Uh,
Jack
would
is
say that
trying to get up. Yeah.
there is a bit of a pile up at the door.
Flopping everywhere, and I'm like, ah.
Lloyd, you're probably standing there armed akimbo, looking at them. What do you want to do?
Okay, so Stoney's on the ground, flopping around like a dead fish or dying fish, and so is Buzz, and so is this other snake person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the other snake person like actually in combat with anybody, or is he grappled, or is anything going on?
It's kind of he's laying on the ground. He got punched in the face. Buzz is on top of him. Stoney's on top of the two of them. And they're kind of grappling.
Can I just walk up right beside him as like, you know, like Jack's got his like head like this and Stoney's like falling over, and I just pull out the flame pistol and I just put it up next to the guy's cheek and I hold it right here.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I'm just holding it right there and I'm pushing it into his mouth.
And there's a kind of serpentine standoff with you all grappling there on the floor. Dr. Harrow.
Yeah. You said these doors were on a sort of pivot thing?
Yes.
On a fulcrum. Can I step around the mass of flailing limbs and just go through the other side of the door?
If you're going to walk, yeah, sure. You can step around it.
And I'll see that, Stoney's got his goon on the floor. So I'll keep an eye on them. But I'm basically going into the room to look for documentation and means of euthanizing the false medium subjects, because my anticipation is that these people have had excruciating surgery without anesthesia, and so they're probably hopelessly mad, in addition to being stupefied by chemistry. So I'm looking for the right drugs, but I'm not going to. Yeah, but I'm going to keep an eye on Stoney and his guy in case the guy should get the upper hand before he gets slugged again.
All right. So you're doing that. The guy on the ground is going to try to spit in somebody's face as he's being grappled on the ground.
Is he able to do that with like the gun like jammed up against his face like this?
I mean, I wrote 100, so I'm probably like looking right into his mouth.
Okay.
He's pretty desperate.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Let me do kind of a what I'll call a fear check, but I think that he's afraid. So maybe he's just looking up into your face, Lloyd. He's thinking about it, but he's not going to spit.
He sees my face and it's all completely blacked and scaly and everything.
Yeah.
It looks like someone just spit in my face. And I'm just
he
staring
just
at
whispers.
him.
He whispers at you. He goes, "Inner night," and hisses at you. Which way were we going? Dr. Harrow? Yeah.
So I mean,
No, that's right. That's right. You
came
just
in,
went around. Oh, I'm right. That was the snake person. So the other snake person that's being grappled by Gustav is going to try to fight back. Got a terrible roll. So whatever you want to do to him, you're going to be able to do. He's kind of gone limp himself. So we'll start back at Jack.
I mean, at this point, I just want to get up. I've been, rolling around on the ground, trying to get up. People have tripped over me. I just want to get to my feet and survey the situation.
Okay. I'd actually say that our combat's kind of over. You've got them pinned down. What do you want to do? Dr. Harrow is looking through paperwork. The rest of you have your serpent scientists in compromised positions. They can't do anything except hiss at you and say, "You're all going to die, you fucking inner night people."
The first one that hisses at me, I'm pushing my flame pistol into his mouth so he can't hiss or anything anymore.
So it's
Yeah, he has 2 flame pistols in his mouth.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
I also want to kill the guy I'm holding. See, death for us is a probability. For you, it's a certainty. And I'll snap his neck.
Hey, I'm just going to let you do it. It sounds good. You snap his neck, and he gurgles and dies. The rest of you, you've got one guy left. He's in a pile up outside the door, although everybody can get off of him now, I guess.
Got 2 flame pistols in his mouth. I look at Lloyd, which is, well, the last person I wanted to make a decision. I was like, do we need him?
I look down at him. Do we need you?
I take the flame pistol out of his mouth so he can talk.
What do I do? He's going to take that opportunity to spit at you.
Damn it.
Of course.
Of course he fucking would. He doesn't appreciate anything about, not a flame pistol in his mouth.
You just keep it there. That's how you keep him in check.
I gave him a chance.
Give you a dodge roll.
Okay. Motherfucker. 17. That has to be a success.
That is a success.
Yeah.
You throw your hand up or you block it in some way, and the saliva splashes to the side. And then what do you guys do?
I look at Lloyd. I'm like, a little ungrateful, right?
More than just a little. And at this point, like, I've got him by the hair and I've got his head pushed down to the ground. And I've got the flame pistol, like, right next to his, like, side of his mouth, the side of his head. Doesn't seem like we need you that bad anymore.
He's going to spit again if you let him.
Yeah, don't let him talk. I kick him in the mouth.
He's pointed at the ground. He can't spit. You know what I mean? Like, his head's face down, pointing at the ground.
he's like, fuck you all.
You know, I've been working for Caduceus now for about I've been working for Caduceus now for about 3, 4, 5 months, something like that, and this has been the worst fucking job I've ever had.
Liar!
And I just roast him.
All right, you roast him. Yeah. Dr. Harrow, looking through the things, you can see that part of one of their master plans is to try to destroy Inner Night from inside by replacing Rose Meadham. And that seems to be what they're dedicated to. There is a lot of disturbing medical research that they've been doing. The horror is that a lot of this research could maybe lead to the saving of human lives, except that it's all been done by torturing and tearing apart and creating like Nazi horrors.
Are these materials in any way linked to Caduceus? Do they come in bound folders with stamps on them that name the organization?
There is nothing that there's no logos on anything, but there are references throughout that this is a Caduceus lab.
Yeah, there are signatures and all kinds of stuff. So we might find some of this useful. At some point we should find a satchel and see if we can get any of this out of here. But my immediate intent is to euthanize these subjects. So I'm looking for any solution that I know that will painlessly let these people stop looking a bit like a sample kit of various kinds of Rose Meadham. They don't really do a lot of sedatives here, but they probably have to have something, at least muscle relaxants, to keep them from flying off the table when they cut into them. So there's something that I can OD them with.
Always grab a cloth or a pillow, put it over their head.
I'll say you can do do a medicine roll, and we'll just see if you can identify chemicals that.
Yeah, I think the second 11 I rolled tonight, so that's an extreme.
Yeah. So you find ways to put them all down. That'll take, you think maybe at this point, 10 minutes, the ones that are still alive. All right. What do you do next? There's one more room down here.
That's all we can say. There's one more room down here.
Jack, before we go
gotta
any further,
clear it.
Is there any way you can wire any of these things around here? And I'm pointing at all the glowing things that I imagine that look like computers, and aren't there things around here that are glowing and screens and shit? Is there any way you can wire any of this stuff just to blow up and we just leave this hellhole? Because this doesn't seem like it's worth our time.
The answer, Jack, is that there has to be a power source here somewhere. Because everything is, once again, using a lot of electricity or energy to run it. But you don't see anything in here or...
if we can trace this back to a power source, I can do something with that.
And it's an efficient way of getting rid of these test subjects that are still in the other room.
I don't think there's anything worth taking back from here besides maybe a plane ticket if it's around here somewhere. This feels pretty fucking useless.
Oh, I agree with Dr. Harrow. Getting these documents out, that's at least useful. That's some material that we might use against Caduceus. And or the Inner Night. I mean, if they plan to replace Rose at the Inner Night, they have to have some idea of where they are headquartered or when they can do the exchange. Because, they have to have some inside knowledge about the Inner Night. So I would say grab as many documents as we can.
Also, I'm against blowing up a steel pyramid while we're inside it or anywhere near it.
Also, I'm
timer.
going to repeat what I think I said this before, but if we just blow up this facility, these people outside won't be fed anymore, and they'll probably just starve to death if nobody refills the slop that they are gobbling down. So,
But
I
they're
mean,
eating people.
fine by me.
They're eating people.
I mean, that's also fine by me. We kill him, we don't kill him. I'm just gonna say, I'm just putting it out there.
So, do you want to go into the third room?
Yeah, I think so.
You cross the center area again. You head over towards the third room, and you open it up. You stealthily try to peek inside. This room seems to be humming. You don't see anyone in here. When you step inside, you realize that the whole back area of it is filled with large green tubes, not dissimilar to the ones with Rose Meadham, except they're much smaller but taller, and that they are filled with tsetse flies.
Oof.
Literally billions of them. This seems to be some sort of feeding, breeding, genetic manipulation ground. This must be where they were creating the tsetse flies. But you also notice there is a wall with much smaller little vials all lined up and all labeled. And they seem to have small chunks of something inside each one of them. And they are labeled with the names of dinosaurs, going back and forth.
Hell yeah.
And that's where we will end it for tonight. Our players included Cohen Lighton, Carrie Comer, Kent Blue, Julian Arba, Dakota Bull, and David Gassaway, with yours truly as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Pulp Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.